Alright, hey, so today is Monday, March 15th, 2010, and I had my jaw surgery on December 21st, 2009. So it's 12 weeks now since I've had my surgery. In 6 days it'll be 3 months to the date, or to the day, since I had my surgery. A week ago I saw my orthodontist, and he put in what's called a power band. So it's this gray thing here. It gets looped all the way around and goes way back there. So he's trying to close this gap right there. This gap is a lot better. It's getting a lot smaller. And I saw my oral surgeon a couple days ago, and all he did was really just look at my teeth. He said that it looks really good and that I won't see him again until 3 months from now. So, and that appointment in 3 months will probably be the last time I see him. So the biggest things that have happened over the past couple weeks is I really gained a lot of sensation in my lip. My previous video I said I had just sensation in the corner, and now it's pretty good all the way through here and a little bit here. So I mean, I have like 2/3 of my lip now. It's not I don't say it's 100%, but I mean, this right here is maybe 90% almost normal, and then kind of here in the middle, when you rub it, it kind of has like a lingering sensation, like a pringly sensation afterwards, and then here it's kind of more just like rubber without really any sensation after you rub it. So I'm still a little rubbery, so to speak, here, but basically all of here is, I at least have sensation there. It's not a, I'd say it's pretty close to being normal. I'd say maybe 80%. I mean, I can tell a slight difference between here and here, but I mean, basically, like if I go like this, it feels mostly normal. It's just like kind of this part here that's kind of, I guess, being the slowest to get back sensation. Right here, this is pretty much normal. This is a little rubbery. This, all of my chin is normal now, pretty much all here going down. So I mean, I've definitely made a lot of progress, I guess, in terms of my numbness the past month. I've been real happy with kind of finally having sensation in my lip, because you know, like drinking from a cup, it feels kind of awkward, but if you don't feel it at all with your lips, a lot better now. I'll have to admit, you know, every once in a while, I don't think it's maybe happened once in the past week or two, but basically because you don't have full sensation in your lip, if you don't consciously really like close your lips a lot when you're drinking from a cup like this, every once in a while I'll drip something, you know. That happened much more though, you know, say a month ago and 2 months ago. I'd not routinely, but every once in a while, on occasion, accidentally drip some liquid. Yeah, so here's my scar. But I mean, if you really kind of stretch it, I mean, it's really not. It's right there. And you can kind of see it, you know, a little bit. It's not too bad. Here's the other side's a little bit bigger. Right there. So I don't really mind it. Oh, the other thing I was gonna say is, so I mean, it's been 12 weeks now, so I've kind of had some time to reflect on my surgery, I guess, a little bit. And I'd have to say, absolutely, I'm glad that I did it, 100%. I would definitely do it again. And I mean, it's been 12 weeks and it's gone by so quickly, and so basically I feel like I'm 95% normal now. It's just, you know, a little bit of numbness in the corner now and just slightly in the chin. I mean, but you know, it definitely took me a while to just get used to the new profile. You know, like my roommate told me kind of in jest that he wished I hadn't had the surgery, because now I look like everybody else, because he said that having my long jaw, with my underbite, it made me unique, or something like that. But I'm definitely happy with everything. I can definitely say that I just feel more confident, just in general. And one of the biggest reasons, the reasons that I had the surgery, I think probably my biggest reason was kind of future considerations. Maybe 6 months ago I went to see the dentist for a checkup, and I actually had to have a filling put in on one of my top molars, I think, or maybe the bottom molars. And it wasn't actually because I had a cavity, it was basically because my tooth was wearing down. And that was basically because my underbite, I was abnormally wearing down my back molars, because I was only chewing with these back teeth and basically not really doing anything with my front teeth. And so if I was never to have the surgery, in 10 years or 20 years, it's almost guaranteed that I would basically need to have dentures. So that's really, I guess, the strongest reason to have surgery if you have a severe underbite, is for kind of future health reasons. It's important to have a functional bite. The second is maybe somewhat aesthetic, but I mean, this was kind of more in high school or so, but one of the things is, if you have an underbite, something that started to bother me a little bit is that, people would basically think or tell you outright, like, hey, are you feeling alright? You look pissed off, you look angry. And that's basically because if you look at caricatures, like cartoons, the caricature of somebody who's angry or mad or mopey is that they do this. They have that underbite. And so kind of, if you happen to have an underbite, kind of by default, the perception, whether it's conscious or unconscious, is that they think somebody with an underbite is upset. And so that was somewhat frustrating, I guess, for me personally, because I'm not really an angry person. I'm actually, I want to say I'm like an optimist, a pure optimist, but I mean, I'm definitely not an angry person. So that was somewhat annoying, having to tell people, no, I'm fine, that's just, I have an underbite. But I mean, if you're debating whether or not to do the surgery, I would say absolutely do it. It's definitely been a really good experience for me. Okay, bye. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is, when I saw my oral surgeon, he had me open my mouth as wide as I could, to measure it. And he told me that I should practice. He was asking me whether I practiced stretching, and I said a little bit. He said to do it more, because he thinks that I should be able to open it wider. So I've been doing that the last couple of days, but I'll show you how wide I can open my mouth. So I can open it about here. So before I could only open about like that. So it's pretty wide now. I mean, I don't think it's as wide as a normal person, but I think it's at least 70% of a normal full width. But I've been practicing stretching those muscles a little bit. I can definitely feel the stretch of the muscle when I'm all the way open. But yeah, I've been doing that. So that's really the only thing my oral surgeon had to say, is to tell me to practice stretching that muscle a little bit more.